We here, man. Urban Artificial Intelligence Strategic Thinking Media Platform. Y'all know I don't like doing videos like this. If you listen to my channel, if you consume my content, you already know I don't really like talking about things like this, but there is a lot to be learned from this situation. All right. Julio Foolio's alleged killers was recently arrested. They was arrested about 2 days ago. Now, when I tell you the footage that we about to see, we're gonna listen to the police talk first, and we're gonna get into the details of it. But when I tell you, for the young people out there, if y'all think that y'all finna just commit crimes and be shooting up stuff, it's cameras everywhere, y'all. It's cameras everywhere, and it's not regular cameras. You know what I'm saying? Or let me rephrase that. Technology has advanced so much. A regular camera is can be all in your face. It see everything. A regular camera is not what it used to be. A regular surveillance camera is not what it used to be, man. It's so much details in this video. This is some of the clearest murder evidence that I've ever seen in my life. It's super clear. You can see exactly what's going on. And y'all know I did some content on this before. It was only one camera view that we seen. It was only one camera view. The police, and y'all about to hear them talk about it during a little press conference. The police released the other footage. All right, this footage is crazy. It showed exactly what was going on. It showed exactly. You can pretty much see the intentions of the alleged shooters. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get into it, man. We're gonna start with the press conference. All right. It's like a little press conference. The Jacksonville and the Tampa police um are both involved. They both talk about everything that's going on, man. And it was supposedly a backdoor. Okay, a female was arrested. A female was amongst one of the people arrested. So a lot of people think it's a backdoor thing. Now, is it? I don't know, but y'all can. Let's take a look at this. Julio Foolio, alleged killers arrested. Here we go.
A little more than a month ago, a group of individuals traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa to commit a heinous crime in our city. I said at that time that we would make arrests and get justice in this case for all the victims, including the mother of Charles Jones, who traveled from Jacksonville this morning to be present for this announcement. Today, I stand before Tampa Police Major Pat Messmer, Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters, and Hillsborough State Attorney Susie Lopez to announce the arrest of 3 people in the deadly shooting of Charles Jones, also known by his stage name of Julio Foolio. In addition, we have warrants and are actively searching for 2 other individuals in this case. Today's announcement would not be possible without the outstanding investigative work of our homicide detectives and with the assistance of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and the ATF. These individuals took extreme measures to try to cover their actions, but they were no match for our investigators. Isaiah Chance, Elisa Andrews, Sean Gaithright, Davion Murphy, and Rashard Murphy are all accused of playing a role in Jones's death and are all charged with 1 count of murder in the first degree, premeditated with the discharge of a firearm, and 1 count of conspiracy of murder in the first degree, premeditated with the discharge of a firearm. Chance, Andrews, and Gaithright were arrested over the weekend in Jacksonville. Davion Murphy and Rashard Murphy are still fugitives of justice, and we are working closely with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and the U.S. Marshals to apprehend them.
All right, now I want to say this. When I did content, it was a lot of people, or it was the word on the internet. It was 2 Instagram profiles that I looked at on a live where people were saying these was the 2 people that was involved. I don't think this is none of the people. So fortunately, of course, not fortunately for the people who are on the screen right now, but fortunately for the guys whose Instagrams I posted, and fortunately for me, because I didn't want them to do that. I didn't want to be showing that type of stuff on my page, on my channel. I did report on it because that's what was going on social media, and that was what was happening. But these are different people. But the reason that I'm stopping this is just going to show the Instagram, the 2 dudes that I spoke about in the video, they both made it seem like they did it. They both made it seem like they was involved. Now, unless the police have things wrong, they weren't involved. They was just trying to look cool and make it seem like they did it, which that's kind of sick too. You know what I'm saying?
On June 23rd, Tampa police officers responded to a shooting on McKinley Drive and located 4 victims. One person, later identified as Charles Jones, was pronounced deceased. Jones was in town celebrating his birthday and posted on his social media his locations several times throughout that night. Surveillance video was critical in this investigation, as suspects were seen on video following Jones from location to location.
What does that sound like, y'all? Yes, the O Block murders. That's the same way the O Block people got caught. They kept their phones. Surveillance cameras are everywhere. The surveillance cameras from the hotel, they caught them and they traced them all the way back through the city on cameras to the point of the crime. So they had where they came from and where they went. So that's why it's premeditated, because they have evidence that these people stalked Julio Foolio and they planned this and they fought. It wasn't like they just seen him there and they got into an argument and they never knew him in their life. They never seen him before. It was an argument and they just started shooting. No, they probably left. They probably have them leaving their house or wherever they was in Jacksonville and coming all the way to Tampa to kill this man.
This shows the lengths that these individuals were willing to go through and achieve that this murder would occur. At 4:15 in the morning, Jones began to head to a hotel on McKinley. One of the suspect vehicles is seen following the victim. However, instead of following them into a parking lot, they stage across the street. At 4:38, 3 shooters exit a vehicle and walked in the direction of the hotel. They murdered Jones with a handgun and 2 rifles. This barrage of gunfire also struck 3 additional victims who miraculously survived this incident. Let's look at this video.
Look at how clear this is.
And
look at that. Look how clear this is. This is crazy.
Let's look at this video.
Look at the details.
This is at the hotel. And you can see the shooters are getting in position for their planned out murder.
Wow. Look at this. Look, these cameras is everywhere. They ain't see these cameras?
And they are shooting at Charles now. And you can see that he's the passenger in that car that's moving and trying to flee. And again, they're still shooting at him. He's the right front passenger in that vehicle.
Wow. They ain't give a fuck who was in there with him. They wanted to kill everybody around him. Look at that. You could see the bullets coming out the gun.
It's clear from that video what they were set out to do and what they had planned to do.
That's crazy.
The investigation would later reveal that the three armed and you can
Man, this is crazy.
This is at the hotel, and you can see the shooters are getting in position for their planned out murder.
So they just thought they could just run through the woods with Dracos, and it was just everything was going to be all good.
And they are shooting at Charles now, and you can see that he's the passenger in that car that's moving and trying to flee. And again, they're still shooting at him. He's the right front passenger in that vehicle.
How nobody else in that car died is crazy.
It's clear from that video what they were set out to do and what they had planned to do. The investigation would later reveal that the three armed shooters were Sean Gaithright, Rashard Murphy, and Davion Murphy. Detectives used footage from the scene, license plate readers, and phone logs to identify two vehicles and link them back to the suspects. Furthermore, it was found that the shooters are members of or affiliated with rival gangs of Jones that go by ATK and 1200.
Uh-oh, ATK? If you in ATK or 1200, you need to get on a plane and fly far away. You got to. You got to. You got to dip. You got to dip. I ain't saying you got to leave the country. You got to leave Florida. Y'all need ATK 1200. Y'all need to hang it up. Y'all got to hang it up right now because people going to start telling. They probably already have. They probably already have in a license plate reader. So y'all was using y'all own cars or people who was closely connected to y'all cars. Come on now.
Jones was part of the 6 Block gang. Detectives believe that the ATK and the 1200 worked together to target Jones as part of an ongoing feud in Jacksonville. I want to send a clear message to anyone that the city of Tampa is not where you want to come to settle a dispute. You will be charged, you will be arrested, and you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent possible. Furthermore, if you're a gang member, there's no alleged immunity through a cone of silence, as our detectives will find evidence needed to make an arrest and hold everyone accountable. Just as
do y'all understand what he's saying? He's saying it don't matter if you snitch or not. If you do a crime, especially one as serious as murder, they're going to find evidence. They're not looking for nobody to cooperate. Of course, people are because people don't want to go to prison. But he just saying they don't, if you operate, cool. If not, that's cool too. They own your ass either way.
As we did in this case. Then you will be prosecuted by our tenacious state attorney, Susie Lopez. Today would not be possible without the assistance of our law enforcement partners in Jacksonville, who collaborated with us and shared intelligence that helped us in this case. Their agency also assisted with many search warrants, locating and arresting these dangerous individuals. At this time, I would like to invite Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters, followed by State Attorney Susie Lopez.
Thanks, Chief. So good afternoon. I'm T.K. Waters, Sheriff of Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you, Chief Burkhall, for inviting me to stand with you as we announce these murder arrests. Today, 3 dangerous criminals are off our Florida streets and in police custody where they belong. These individuals have chosen lives of urban terrorism, and with their arrests, we show Tampa, Jacksonville, and the rest of Florida, the rest of this state, that we hold violent criminals accountable. At the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, we will always work together with our law enforcement partners to ensure that our communities are free of those who choose violence over peace. I want to applaud the investigators from Tampa PD and JSO for their committed, collaborative work.
Young people watching us, these people that you see on the screen, whatever you think about the police is your personal business. But to young people, if you do crime, if you're interested in doing crime, the people that you see on your screen dedicate their life to stopping crime. They wake up every morning and try to find ways to catch people who do crime. Y'all heard the first dude say that the shooters went to extreme lengths to cover up, their participation in the crime. They probably thought they was cool. They wore masks. They probably wore gloves. They may not have even used their cars. They may have used somebody else's cars. Now, we heard them talk about a license plate reader, but that don't mean it was their car. Obviously, they didn't do enough as far as the license plate is concerned because the cops got the license plate. But either way, the point that I'm making is they probably thought they got away with murder. They probably thought Julio Foolio's a thug. He's a violent gang member. Nobody cares if we kill him. We got on masks. It's at night. We sneaking around real cool. All it takes is one mistake. One mistake. Young people, again, find legal ways to make money. Technology, information, it's all out there. The things that these people are doing, the shooting, the killing, the robbing, this is where it's going to lead you. I'm about to show the police running down on these folks. We just listening to them talk at the podium for the beginning of this live. We about to get to the real shit. The police running down on them in a big van, Tonka truck type build, Cybertruck looking joint. They at your door. Please do not do crime.
To bring violent criminals to justice. What I saw in this partnership evidenced the very best of information and resource pooling to ensure public safety. In closing, I want to directly speak to those who choose violence and those who embrace a culture that glorifies violence. Florida, Tampa, JSO, Jacksonville, Miami, wherever you are, will not tolerate foolishness, will not tolerate shootings and needless violence. We will not make excuses for poor decisions. We'll hold you accountable for your criminal actions. For us, a state of law and order. Law enforcement agencies in this state will always work together to protect the good and decent people who chose to live within the law. And we will always work together to ferret out those who choose the lives of violent crime. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. The ongoing fight between these two groups spilled over into Tampa last month. Let me be clear, the feud stops here. All 5 of these defendants are facing life in the Florida State Prison, even the ones who didn't pull the trigger. In Florida, if you participate in the planning of a murder, you can be held accountable for the person's death. And that is what we intend to do here. There were 3 people who pulled the trigger. You saw it on the video. 5 people, though, are charged with murder. The level of planning and coordination between these 5 defendants was truly alarming. It is clear that they all had one purpose in coming to Tampa, and that was to kill.
Think about if they put their minds together to do something positive. And I know that's a cliche. I sound like an old nigga. I know, saying a whole bunch of cliche shit. That's a fact. But if you can orchestrate a murder, track somebody down through social media, you could probably sell something. You could probably market something. You could probably put together a party or events. They could be doing something better with their time. They're not dummies. I mean, they killed one of the most famous rappers in Florida, somebody who is a street veteran. Other people have tried to kill him before, they failed. These 5 kids, young people, I'm not going to call them kids, some of them are in their early 20s. These 5 young people wasted their talent. They wasted their brain power. They wasted their impact on killing somebody. And that's unfortunate.
And let's not lose sight of the fact that there are innocent victims in every homicide case, the loved ones who are left behind. His fans knew him as Julio Foolio, but to his mom, he's Charles. We're fighting to make sure that she gets justice. I was able to speak with her this morning before she got to Tampa, and she's in Tampa with us today. I wanted to let her know that my office takes gun violence very seriously. And I let her know that these 5 defendants will be held accountable for their calculated actions. The defendants are in custody, 3 of them in Jacksonville, and will be moved here to appear in court. My office will file a motion for pretrial detention to ensure that these dangerous individuals are held behind bars as they await trial, where they belong. I want to commend the Tampa Police Department for this investigation, as well as our collaboration with JSO. The TPD investigation developed a mountain of evidence, and we will work hard to ensure that justice is served for all victims in this case. Thank you very much.
I have some time for questions.
Sure, it looked like a scene from a movie, man. Shootout. Speak on the level of planning to just carry it out.
It's extensive, and the state attorney spoke about it, how the mountain of evidence.
Y'all just heard that he said it looked like a scene from a movie. That's just what I said. That footage looked like a damn Michael Bay film. Crystal clear. Crazy that they would do that around all them cameras, around all them witnesses, and think that nothing was going to happen. Who do these young people be thinking they are? They think they the nigga from Mission Impossible? They think life is just like a movie, like you can just shoot people in a packed parking lot in a hotel and just walk off and continue living your life. Nah, the police gonna be on your ass.
This would not be possible if it wasn't for our hardworking detectives in getting evidence from videos, tag readers, and cell phones. This amount of work I have not seen before, and it would not be possible if it wasn't through our detectives and through us working collaboratively together with the JSO and the ATF and the U.S. Marshals.
Look, JTO, ATF, U.S. Marshals, all those coalitions came together to solve this. Tag readers, nigga, they not when you do such a brazen crime like that. And again, this is to my young people. When you do such a brazen crime like that, do you understand that make the police mad? That makes the police mad. The 2 people that you see on the screen, when they seen that video footage of what they did to Julio Foolio, that made them mad. They felt a way. That made them feel a way. I guarantee you. Shooting like that. And you know what? It would be different if they was at the hotel, Julio Foolio was at the hotel, they bumped into each other, they got into a fight and shots, something like that, something like in the spur of the moment. It will be different. They still get arrested and probably go to jail. Of course, they will go to jail for a long time. But if it was a spur of the moment thing, they drunk, got into an argument, somebody ended up pulling out a gun and shooting. But for them to plan a hit like this is a Grand Theft Auto mission, and you just doing it in front of everybody like that on camera, you just pulling out rifles, shooting in a full parking lot, that makes the police mad. That make the police think that you can just play with them. Like it's just a wild, wild west or something. That makes them think you don't care about police. You can just do what you want. Oh, I want to kill this dude. I want this dude dead. So let's just go kill him. The police take that personally. The first time I seen these dudes giving a press conference after the murder, I knew they was gonna catch the people who did it.
Chief, that game that you referenced, B2K, is led by rapper Julio Foolio, and in the hours after the deadly shooting, he released a video stating which reference to violence. I'm just curious if that rapper is under investigation and possibly
So our investigation's still ongoing. And Sheriff, if you have any other details that you want to speak onto that.
So Young and Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring.
Yo, did somebody ask about Young and why would they ask that? Hold up.
I'm just curious if that rapper is under investigation and
Oh no, it's Young and Ace.
So our investigation's still ongoing. And Sheriff, if you have any other details.
Young and Ace under investigation. Why would you ask
So
that?
Young and Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring that group, those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation. That's up to TPD.
Wow.
We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it. And that's for the betterment of our community.
Whoa. All right, Young and Ace. Young and Ace. I'm going to run that back. Did y'all hear? Young and Ace. I don't even know. I'm not going to say I don't know if you should be a rapper anymore, but you should. You need Young and Ace. You need to find a hobby just in case. Just in case you don't want to rap no more. Find something else to put your money. Because you have money. You have no. You can do other things, bro. You could do other things. Because this nigga, wow. Let's play that again. I hope Young and Ace, please chill, dog. Please chill.
If you have any other details that you want to speak onto that.
So Young and Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring that group, those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation. That's up to TPD. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it.
Oh man,
and that's for the betterment of our community.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
any words to those suspects that you are out there looking for that obviously will still know that y'all were reporting?
We're pretty confident they already know, and to turn yourselves in so we can have this resolved peacefully. And of course, to anybody out there that knows where they're at, to let us know so we can get them in custody and hold them accountable.
Chief, we've seen gang violence here in the city of Tampa, and now they're coming from other cities. We'll see it on doing to combat.
Right now, look at what we're doing right now. We're bringing to justice 5 people in a murder in a case that is very difficult to make an arrest. It's us working collaboratively with the community, with Jacksonville. And if this doesn't make a statement, I don't know what does.
Second question, that area where it happened, around Busch Gardens, to the single incidents, just this one alone. What do you guys think you can do to ensure that students are safe and people visiting that area?
Absolutely. We have officers everywhere. There's particular places in there that we actually are holding accountable for businesses that are allowing this type of activity that we're actually bringing up to a public nuisance abatement. So we are attacking this on all fronts.
I just want to get your thoughts when you see that surveillance video. What's your mind?
Well, if you look at that, this is something that you would originally think you would see in a movie. but this isn't a movie. This is real life, and these are people's lives. And that's something that we can't forget is no matter who they are, these are people's lives that are at stake, whether they're innocent or not. And we can't lose sight of that.
All right. Now that was cool and all. A lot of information there. But again, anybody, any future criminals out there, this what's gonna happen when you do something like what they did. All right, do y'all see what's going on here? Let's take a look. Keep walking. We're gonna start with
here for a driveway. We are here for a driveway. We have a warrant for your arrest. Come to your front door with nothing in your hand. We are not going away.
Did you hear that? We in your front driveway. We have a warrant for your arrest. We are not going away. They'll stand out there all night. Actually, they won't stand out there all night. They was probably gonna give him a couple more minutes. If he ain't coming out, they coming in.
We are here for a driveway. We have a warrant for your arrest. Come to your front door with nothing in your hand. We are not going away.
Hands
Come
up!
on out with your hands up.
You're good. Come on out. Hands up.
Come
Put
on
your
out
hands
with your
up.
hands up. We're the city officer.
Can't tell.
This is what happens when you kill people. This is who's gonna be. This is who's gonna come give you a visit.
Hands up!
Hands in the air.
This is the people that's gonna come to your crib and see what you've been up to if you decide to kill people.
Hands in the air.
All right. Slowly walk toward me. Let's go. Right here. Walk right here. Let's go. Yeah.
Walk this way. This is the instruction.
Hey, get your hands up and walk out towards me. Hey, over here. Come this way. Over here. You're going to get hit with the left lethal. Get your hands up and walk towards me. Hands up and walk towards me. Hands up and walk towards me. Keep coming. 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 Stop. Stop. Turn around. Keep your hands up. Turn around. Hands up. Keep your hands up. Hands up. Don't reach for your waist. Do not reach for your waist. Look at me. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. All right. Go to your knees. Put your hands behind your back. Stay there. Stay there. Don't move.
Isaiah? Isaiah?
Stand up. Isaiah can't, right? Face that way.
That was the first one. Him and that female was in the same house.
Keep walking. Keep walking.
They
Keep walking.
got her too.
Keep
So there you
walking.
go right
Now
there.
turn around.
This is the female.
Put your hands
This
on
is
your
the
back.
female. I don't know why she don't got no damn shoes on. But this is the female that they say gave up the information. They said she was the one that was actually at the party and gave and dropped his location, which makes sense because she was not a shooter. She was not a shooter. This dude and the set of brothers, I think, was the shooters. I'm not 100% sure, but the shooters were male names. So they're saying this is the female who was at the party that gave up his location, which is it's unfortunate because she's gonna go. She may go to jail for a long time. I don't see them showing her any mercy. But we get it. She didn't pull the trigger, but if she's the one that was there and it was like her idea, They gonna cook her grits.
Is there anybody else inside?
I don't know where the sound went. But y'all see, they got hella all type of police vehicles in front of their crib.
Keep going straight.
Damn, they soaking wet too, because it was pouring down out there. This is unfortunate, man. This is unfortunate. This is the last arrest here. They caught him. I don't know. He was out. Whatever. They caught him in his car.
Let me see your hands. Step on out. Step on out. Look away. Back up to the sound of my voice. Yep. Stop right there. Lift your shirt up. Turn. Do a 360. What? Just listen to us. We'll talk about it. Keep going. Keep going. Turn. Turn. Now walk back to the sound of my voice. Come on. Keep coming. 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 Walk back to me. Hands behind your back. Let me see your hands. Step on out. Step on out. Look away. Back up to the sound of my voice. Yep. Stop right there. Lift your shirt up. Turn. Do a 360. What? Just listen to us. We'll talk about it. Keep going. Keep going.
All right, man. That's crazy, man. 3 young people who potentially ruin their life. You know, I don't want to say they ruin their life, but as far as freedom goes, it's going to be an uphill battle for them to be free again. It's going to be an uphill battle for them to have a normal life, man. This is sad, man. This is just a quick live that I wanted to do. It's not a whole lot of information. You know, it's a lot of hearsay, but I definitely wanted to just get on live and talk about this, look at these videos, man, because this is the harsh reality. This is not nothing really fun to watch or fun to talk about. I don't like talking about people going to jail. You know what I'm saying? I don't like talking about people going to jail. It's not fun to think about people going to jail. It's not fun to talk about, you know, people who will be in jail soon. In no way, shape, or form. You know, I don't get no type of pleasure out of watching something like this. You know what I'm saying? But if these are the images that other young people who haven't made these type of mistakes yet, this is the images that they need to see. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. It's not a whole lot of emotion on these people's faces, but I guarantee you it's a lot going through their mind. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not now, then it will be soon. It will be very soon. Once they get where that truck is taking them, then it's gonna be up from there, or not up, but it's gonna be a little bit more intense, all right? But get in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about this. And this dude got arrested in a nice neighborhood. I hope they not living like this, killing people. That's crazy. But get in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about this. A tragic situation. 5 people probably gonna do a whole lot of time. Multiple other people shot, and of course, one dead. Julio Foolio, man, who was a talented dude. I enjoy his music. I was a fan of his music. Not even all of his diss stuff. But I was a fan of his music. I was a casual listener. And I'm not gonna lie, this is how I heard of him, but I kind of expanded my ear to some of his music, and even the songs that I like, he was talking about violence, but he wasn't naming specific names. He was a talented dude, man. He was a talented dude, man. This is unfortunate. I just want to look at that video one more time. Just the clarity in that video is crazy. The clarity in
My office will file a motion for pretrial.
the surveillance was crazy. When you do crimes anywhere in public, this is what you're gonna be up against. This is the type of technology you're gonna be up against when you do crimes in public.
And 2 rifles. This barrage of gunfire also struck 3 additional victims who miraculously survived this incident. Let's look at this video. This is at the hotel, and you can see the shooters are getting in position for their planned out murder. And they are shooting at Charles now. And you can see that he's the passenger in that car that's moving and trying to flee. And again, they're still shooting at him. He's the right front passenger in that vehicle. It's clear from that video what they were set out to do and what they had planned to do.
That's crazy. Crazy.
The investigation would later reveal.
That's insane, man. That's insane. But it's two suspects still at large. 2 suspects still at large. So I'm gonna try to stay up to date on this, man.
Keep walking.
Urban Artificial Intelligence, strategic thinking media platform. Get in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think about this. It's an unfortunate situation all the way around, man. I'm going to try to stay up to date on this. I'm going to see what happens with these folks, man. And yeah, I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.